Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I am beedee and today I'm presenting the first episode in the second season of Kicks Couch. Now if you are not new here, then you are familiar with my previous videos. My most recent one was about the cool grade 11, so if you haven't seen that video, I will link it down below, along with episodes 1 and 2 of season 1. Featuring some of my favorite pickups of 2021. This video, I'm going to be doing a little 2022 sneaker wish list. I've been seeing this done primarily with fashion vloggers, but I wanted to bring this into, my kind of vibe, sneaker vibe. So I want to talk about some of the shoes that I'm looking forward to this year. But before we jump into that, be sure to subscribe to my channel if you enjoy sneaker content and give this video a like if you enjoy it. Now let's jump into my list. So first up on my list, of course, are Dunks. Dunks have been super popular last year and in 2020, and that does not seem to be slowing down anytime soon. So the first dunk that I am interested in getting is the Paisley Nike SB Dunk. Not to be confused with the line of normal Nike Dunks that will have a Paisley design. I think those are cool too, but I really do love this Nike SB colorway with this brown, the brown leather trim, and the pink and green accents. It's very much chef's kiss. I'm really happy to see regular dunk releases from the Nike SB line.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
That line has always been a favorite of mine. Even though I have no athletic ability, I just really love the creativity that is executed on that line. So I'm super happy to see more dunks released from the Nike SB side. And just to clear up anything, Nike SB stands for Nike Skateboarding, okay? Not every dunk release is a Nike SB. So just want to clear that out. Some are just dunks, some are Nike SB. It's two different things. All right, but anyway, let's move into my next pick. So next up are the aged Nike Dunks. Now, initially, I was a little irked because I'm like, are you serious? Are you just gonna add a little yellow tint to the midsole and re-release these colorways? Like, are you serious? But then I got to thinking, and I'm like, seeing as how I haven't been able to really hit on a lot of those colorways that have already come out, this might be a good copying opportunity, okay? The glass is half full. So I'm really looking forward to the aged collection of dunks. I think first up on my list is going to be the green aged dunks, followed by the navies, and possibly the black and whites. I'm not a huge fan of black and white shoes, but something about that midsole just adds a different element, a little depth to it, and I'm really feeling that. So I'm looking forward to that collection, and I'm pretty sure there'll be other colorways to come because that's just the vibe, I guess, that Nike is doing. If they release it in a low, they're gonna release it in a high. If they release it in a high, they're gonna release it in a low. If you saw it in one iteration, it will release again in some variation. And I'm fine with that, okay? Because it's rough out here in these streets for cop and kicks, so keep it coming, okay? So I'm looking forward to that, and I think that is probably it for the dunks on the list so far anyway. I spoke too soon. Lastly on the list are the Sun Club Dunk. I feel like this is the perfect summer shoe. I haven't had many busy sneakers in terms of like the colorway doing too much. I normally stick to like neutrals and tonal colors now because that just works better with my wardrobe. But I don't know, I feel like I see more colorful things on the horizon, and I feel like I'm open to it, why not, live a little, spruce it up a little bit. So I am looking forward to these. I think they're great. The only concern that I have right now is that I don't know whether these will release in women's or in men's or in kids. If they release in men's, will they go all the way down to a 5, which is the size that I wear? Sometimes they cut them off at a 6, and that really irritates me because it's like, you were right there. You could have just added one more size and I'd be fine. So I really don't know what to expect, but I do love these. I think they're super cute and you can play them up with a lot of different looks because there are so many colors. You could just, you know, pick and choose how you want to coordinate them. So I'm really looking forward to those, and I think that actually is the last dunk on my list. So now let's move on to the Jordans. So moving on to the Jordans, honestly, after about April of last year and not including the cool grays that released for the Black Friday release, it's been a little quiet for me in terms of Jordans. They released a ton of stuff, but there hasn't been anything that really piqued my interest until I saw those Georgetown 85. They look amazing. Now I'm wondering if this will be another neutral gray 85 situation. If you know, you know, those were impossible to get. I talked about it in another one of my videos and I don't have those. I mean, of course I don't, right? Like I didn't get them because who gets anything anymore, but I did get the neutral gray of those and I really do love those, but that just won't suffice for these Georgetowns. I have to get them. I don't really know what the sizing is going to be. I'm assuming it'll be like a men's release and they'll go down to like a 3.5. I'm hoping that they release on sneakers, maybe some other foot sites. Who knows? But I do have my eyes on those, and an honorable mention will go out to the Green Bean Air Jordan 5s. I've seen some pictures. I don't really know if they're given original Green Bean 5 vibes, but I did have the original Green Bean 5, so I'm really hoping that the re-release comes super close to that because I really did love those, but 5s do not love me. They hurt my feet so much, particularly that little like V shape at the back near the back of your ankle. That just rubs, and it just, I've sold all of my 5s because of that, which sucks because I do like the look of 5s, but they're just not comfortable on my feet. So maybe asterisk by the Green Beans, I don't know, but definitely those Georgetown's for sure. So the last Jordan on the list is going to be the Chanel Air Jordan 1 Women's. I really feel like the collegiate theme is going to be a big trend for 2022, and I think these would be super cute with like a little Letterman jacket, you know, giving a little academia vibe. I think that would be super cute. I love the little Chanel patch, and I'm hopeful that they will release like some other colorways like that, like a nice navy blue would look nice, a nice varsity green, something like that would look dope. These are a women's cut, and I typically stay away from women's cut Jordans because I have a really tiny foot and I prefer the sizing of the GS. They're more narrow. I feel like they really hug my foot a bit better than the women's. The women's tend to like stretch out on me. I don't know. So I don't love the idea that these are women's release, but of course I'm happy to see more women's colorways. We need that. Like, we wear kicks just like everybody else wear kicks. Like, hello, you know what I mean? But I hope that they do like a GS version as well, because not only will that fit my foot better, it'll be cheaper because almost $200 for one. Who has time for that? Like, I don't. I'm not interested. Take it back. Change it. 110. Yes. But we'll see. Let's just get into my last wish list pick for 2022. So this release is actually from 2021, but I was not able to get my hands on it, and honestly this one is like a wishful thinking situation because I highly doubt that I'm going to get these because I do not want to pay aftermarket prices for them. Like, are you insane? Like, these retail for like one something and now it's like $500 or $600. Like, are you kidding me? But the shoe that I'm talking about is the New Balance Protection Pack. It is the 2002R model in the Rain Cloud colorway. Now it could be 2002 or 2002, but I'm just gonna say 2002. Okay, you get the vibe. The 2002R colorway in the Rain Cloud, I really did vibe with the distressed look of this particular collection, and I love gray. It's my favorite color, so the different tones of gray just was like perfection to me. But They literally was impossible to get. I don't even know how this release happened. I know they released on New Balance's website, and then I saw them at a few sites overseas, but I really don't feel like they were a huge release in the US, which is a bummer because it's like, what's going on? You know what I mean? But I did get a couple of New Balances this year, and I really do love them. So I'm hopeful that this is something that by chance I'm able to get my hands on this year, or maybe they'll do another protection pack with some other colors or something like that this year. Who knows? But I really do love this particular color, so I'm crossing my fingers. If any of you see them at a reasonable price, definitely let me know in the comment section below because I really love these. So that is it for my 2022 sneaker wish list. Not crazy, you know, not a lot going on this year, at least so far. There are a few other things that I'm just kind of like, about, but I didn't find it necessary to put them on the list. It's still early. It's only January or February by the time you see this video. So, you know, there are still things that are in the pipeline that we haven't heard about. So probably will have to do a part 2, or at the very least a follow-up, to let you know what I was able to get and what fell through the cracks. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Again, be sure to subscribe to the channel and like this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.